Hi guys, Jared Bruning here. Just real quickly wanted to show you how to create a video using Edpuzzle, or at least import a video from YouTube into Edpuzzle, add your own questions, and then be able to put that into a Google slide presentation for students to be able to see. All right, so first thing first, I guess I'll go to YouTube and say this is the video here that I want to be able to use. All right, so what I would do is I come down here to share, and if I click on share, it's going to give me the link right here. So I can copy this link right here. So I'll copy that. All right, now I need to go, of course, go to Edpuzzle. So you can go to edpuzzle.com, and hopefully you've already got an account set up. If not, you'll need to go through some steps to get an account set up. But again, Edpuzzle is a wonderful tool to be able to use with students to be able to have them watch content and then insert your own questions. Okay, so here I am at my main page of my Edpuzzle, and I'm going to add some content. I'm going to create something here. So I'm going to hit add content, and I'm going to create a video. All right, now when it brings me into here, of course, it got some options of some of the top ones for today, but I'm going to come over here to the left, and I'm going to go to YouTube. I want to insert a YouTube video. So I click on YouTube, and now here in this search, all I need to do is I can paste that URL that I got from YouTube on the video that I wanted. Okay, so here's that video that I wanted. And of course, I can do a few things first if I want. If I know that, like, okay, I only want the students to watch from, about, let me pause it here. If I only want them to watch from maybe, 45 seconds is about where I want them to start at. I can move this, and then I can say, okay, I want it to start at 45 seconds, and I want it to end, only this part do I want them to watch. Okay, so you can cut down the video to where you want them to watch it. One other really cool thing I can do now is I can go to voiceover. And so say, for instance, there's a section of the video that I don't necessarily like the explanation that they give, or there's something I want to add additionally. So I can fast forward to where I know, okay, let's say, it's about like right here is where I know I want to start recording. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to record over this. And so I'm going to hit start recording. And now I can record my audio of what, I want them to hear. This is my explanation, blah, blah, blah. I can hit stop recording. And now you can listen here. And now I can record my audio of what, I want them to hear. This is my explanation, blah, blah, blah. So now when they go to watch the video, it's going to have my little bit in there. Now the question part of it, this is really cool. I love the question part of Edpuzzle. Now I can go in and I can, go back to the beginning of the video. And you can see it's got highlighted here where I, have put some of my own audio in here now. But now as I go through the video, say I know, all right, right here, he says something that I want to put a question. So I can put a multiple choice question, where I can say, what is correct? And then at the first one, I would put what the correct answer is, what the wrong answer is, and then I can add more choices down below. And then at the bottom, when I get done, I can put save. All right, so now that question is saved there. And of course, it's going to stop, and this is going to pop up for the students, and they'll have to answer the question. Then they can continue on. So I'll go back to my Google Classroom. All right, another cool thing you can put in here is an open-ended question. All right, so I can just simply put here, what do you think? And of course I can save it then, and that's going to give them a little text box when they're watching the video, that when they come across that, they're going to be able to write their own answer here. All right, so it's kind of an open-ended question that they could answer there. Also, what you can add in here, of course, you can see you can add a note. And so if there's something simply I want to, make sure that they know something here in this one spot, I can say something, or here in this one spot again, I can make it stop and I can hit record, and I'll do this. Okay guys, in this part of the video, I want you to focus on this certain aspect of the lesson. And then I'm going to stop. I can hit add my little note here, maybe listen up, and save it. And so now, of course, when they're watching the video, it'll stop it, and they'll have to listen to my little bit of audio, okay? So they can hit the play button and listen to what I have to say about that. So I can add all kinds of notes in here, all kinds of questions in here. Okay, so when I'm all done, I've got my voiceover that I did in one part of it. I've got, audio notes. I've got an open-ended question. I've got multiple choice. And again, you can put all kinds of different multiple choice and open-ended questions. I'm going to hit finish on this. And now you can see I've got it right here. And actually what I could do now is I can go ahead and assign the Edpuzzle. Now, the cool thing about Edpuzzle is it actually syncs directly with your Google Classroom. So I could just simply say, I know I want to give this to my third period history class, and I could just simply assign it. Now, if you don't have your Google Classroom in there, you can hit add a new class. And actually I can import a class, and you may have to sync up. There may be some steps you need to go through to sync it up, but I can go ahead and hit from my Google Classroom. It'll find what Google Classrooms I don't have in there yet, so I can click on the one that I want and then import it. All right, so you can just import your classes right in there. And so you could just simply, maybe in your Google slide presentation when students are looking at it, just simply put go to Google Classroom and do the Edpuzzle video. Now, if you notice here on the right-hand side, I can set some, things like, when is the start date? When is the due date on this? So I'm just going to, set an arbitrary due date out here in the future. And I'll just set a due date here. And I got to hit, whoops. I'll set a due date and I'll hit save. Then too, I can set up things like they can't skip ahead. That's a really important one. And then too, I can put on closed captioning if I want. But also what you could do is go to public link, and here you can see you've got a link here. So I could just copy this link, and actually what I would do in Edpuzzle, or I'm sorry, in my Google in my Google Slides, is maybe in my Google Slides, and part of it I say do the Edpuzzle assignment. Now what I could do is just simply say go to Google Classroom and do the Edpuzzle assignment. But if I wanted to link it right here in the slide presentation, I could just put the link right there that they can click on. What I like to do sometimes is insert an image for the students to click on. And so what I'm going to do is insert from my computer this Edpuzzle image. All right, so I'll adjust that down. And so while that's highlighted, with the blue box around it, you can see I've got this button up here that says insert link, or I can go over here to insert and go down to link. But I'm going to hit insert link, and I should still have that link for Edpuzzle, apply. And so now when they view the presentation, they'll be able to come down here, click on Edpuzzle, and then it's going to take them to the Edpuzzle video that I just created. All right, now of course it'll look different for them because of course they won't be signed in as a teacher. So when they go in, it'll just be the basic video that then they can watch, and of course it won't allow them to skip ahead, and we'll have to answer all the questions. So hopefully that kind of covers it, how to do the Edpuzzle thing. And there's all kinds of cool things you can do with Edpuzzle. I realize maybe I didn't even scratch the surface of what are some of the cool things you can do, but hopefully that helps, and thanks.